Mhm. Mhm. Hello and welcome. Happy Tuesday. You are live with It's All About Choices, and I am Sandra, your RDN, where you make the decision to take action regarding your weight loss and health goals, and I give you the best choices for you. And so every Tuesday, I have the pleasure of dishing out your weekly dose of nutrition and wellness news for your mind and your body and your soul. And for those who tune in live with me on a regular basis, I thank you for tuning in live. I thank you for pausing for a moment. Hopefully, you're having some lunch just to take in some news and that will help benefit you and your family. And for those listening to the replay, I thank you for tuning in as well, pausing. And I would love for those who are tuning in to the replay to still chime in, to still ask questions, to still post comments, because I want you all to feel as part of this process as much as possible. And so while I am waiting for some people to tune in, and as people are logging on, I am going to get my windows set up so that I can see your comments. Okay, so give me a moment to get set up here, and I will just looks like the windows are set up, and it looks a little different this time. So we will just keep it moving. All right, all right, and so. Today, we are wrapping up our theme on about procrastination, all about procrastination. And today we are talking about what is it costing you to put it off, okay? And so, isn't it amazing how the time flies? I cannot believe that it is 3 days away from October. And soon the holiday season is going to kick in. We're going to start talking about New Year's resolutions slash goals yet again. And majority of us set goals for the new year. What is different though is that some call them goals, resolutions, and some people do not. And so, either case, they're the same thing. And so, we're trying to set a new purpose or a new chapter for ourselves. So, we are going into a new season where we're not setting the same goals that we set over and over and over again. And so, one of the goals of this training is one of the most common New Year's resolution or goal off of your list. Okay. And so, I want you to stay tuned. I'm going to reveal one goal and how to not fall into the holiday pit again going into 2023. All right. And so while people are still tuning in, I will introduce myself. I am Sandra Goldtree. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm also a certified personal trainer. And my mission is just simply to show people how to get food to work for them instead of thinking of food as the enemy or feeling like they have to deprive themselves. And so I take pride in adding a variety of foods to a client's list versus adding to their avoidance list so that they actually can lose weight, they can actually feel better, they can actually have more energy without dieting and deprivation. So the goal is really about building lifestyle habits that last for the long haul. Okay. And so we are going to tune in, and I just want to ask a quick question here. So let's see here. Let's just kind of take a little poll as to, are you ready for the holiday seasons to begin? Because they are close to beginning, okay? And I mean, Saturday is October 1st. This means holidays. This means more food. This means we are kicking off what I call the candy coated madness because we got Halloween and more fellowship in larger numbers, okay? And so, what I'm doing here, I'm going to check to see if there are any comments, okay? Because I see some activity going on. And so the reality is we are in the last quarter of 2022, right? And so now we are in I'm going to continue on this topic on procrastination, okay? What is it costing you to put it off, okay? And just to let you all know that I'm happy to share that the doors are still open for Fuel and Train to the Max. And so this is a perfect springboard to becoming the best version of you. It combines self-care with meal plans and workouts for 6 weeks. Okay. The early bird special has been extended because of Hurricane Ian. I know firsthand that meetings have been canceled, meetings have been rescheduled. I live in Florida as well. I am in the path of Hurricane Ian. And so, even if you do not live in Florida, you are still able to take advantage of the extension. So, now is a good chance for you to take charge of your health, lose weight, and reduce your out of pocket expenses for healthcare. All right. So, stay with me to the end, and you will see some more details. You'll hear more details about that. Okay. And just in case you are not able to stay on, because I know time is of essence, then here is the URL for you to be able to check that out. Okay. And let's see here. So let's talk about what is it. Okay. So I'm speaking very general here. What is it costing you to keep putting it off? Okay. And so the first it is procrastination. The second it is weight loss. Okay. So the real topic is what is procrastination costing you to keep putting your weight loss goals off? Okay. So that's really what we're zoning in on, and we are diving a little bit deeper into today. And so let's redefine what procrastination really is. So procrastination is a means to delay or postpone action, okay? To put off something. Okay, so that's usually what we think about when we think of procrastination. So here's some food for thought. Okay, procrastination protects you from the higher expectations and greater responsibilities that comes when we succeed. Interesting, right? So procrastination it protects you from the greater expectations and the greater responsibilities that may come when we succeed. So, like those who procrastinate, because typically it's out of fear, so we keep ourselves safe, right? We keep ourselves safe from facing our true limits, our true capabilities by avoiding challenges and putting things off, okay? So if you can't say amen, then just say ouch. This hits all of us, okay, including myself. So what is procrastination costing you? Keeping it off by putting off weight loss, okay? So just kind of everybody's journey is different. And to my surprise, many clients had some ambivalence. So they had some doubt about losing weight initially. Despite the fact that they really wanted to lose weight, they wanted to lose those extra pounds. But once they opened up and shared why they was feeling some doubt initially, then it really made sense to me. And so I just wanted to share some of these reasons because they're really enlightening. They're really surprising. One was fear out of getting attention from looking attractive again. So getting more attention. The other one was spouse may not fully be on board. Another one was anxiety about keeping the weight off long term. Okay. So the first two I think are probably the most surprising. The fear of looking attractive again and getting all those comments, getting all that attention. And the other one, spouse is not fully on board. Okay. Most of us do fear that of gaining the weight back. So I can understand that one. So it's pretty interesting, but that's real talk. These came from real people. And so share with me, what do you think is holding you back from taking the steps that you need to succeed and for you once and for all? A lot of times we try things, but we don't succeed. So what do you think is holding you back? Is it fear? Is it overwhelm? Is it unmotivation? Or maybe it's a combination of all three? Where do you think you fall? For me personally, I would say sometimes what holds me back is just sheer overwhelm. And then that over time, the fear plays a role into it, and then which leads to me feeling unmotivated to want to do it in the first place. So it's kind of a combination of it, and it's not a good combination. It's like the perfect storm that's being created. So think about what that is for you. And as dietitians, we are not exempt from having the same struggles related to food, related to balancing life as everybody else. So it's a challenge. So I definitely get it. So think about what may be holding you back, and maybe it's something that you have to think about. This live here is more about thinking about, what is it that's really holding me back? Two important questions that I want to ask you. So this leads me to, what were your weight goals back in January? So think about, what goals did you set for yourself back in January? And do you remember those goals or resolutions that you set to get yourself healthier? Maybe it's to lose weight. Maybe it's to exercise more. Maybe, what were those specific goals that you had set? And maybe, and then let's fast forward. So let's fast forward 9 months. We're in September. We are almost in month 10 now. Have you lost the weight that you hoped for? Are your energy levels higher? Are you feeling healthier? Are you healthier? Has your meds reduced? Has any of your diagnosis improved? Has any of your labs improved? Are you feeling good about yourself? Things about that. Think about things like that. So if you answer no to any one of those questions, you're not alone. You're not alone. And so, and many of us are still holding on to that quarantine related weight gain back in 2020. And so I've come across some people who are still mentioning not recovering from gaining weight from being quarantined. So this is real stuff, real stuff. And so my question for you, let's do a self-assessment for 2022, a self-assessment. So let's fast forward from January. Number one, have you reached are you at the weight that you hope for? That's one. Two, are your energy levels higher? Like, do you wake up rested? Are you going through your day with energy? Do you feel like, are you coming home exhausted? Things like that. So do you feel like you need to have help, caffeine, sugar, something? Do you want to crash and burn when you come home? Do you feel healthier? When you look in the mirror, do you feel healthier? Things of that nature. If you're able to answer no to any of these, you're not alone. Most of us fall into this trap. We fall into this trap, but just know that this is not normal. Okay. A lot of times we experience this for so long that it becomes our norm. And we think that that's just the way things are. We're getting older, things of that nature. We have kids, we have work demands, but no, none of that is normal. You should not feel sluggish all day long. There are ways to rectify those situations. And so let's get back on track. How do we get back on track? Okay. So let me ask you this. And now is a good time. This is a great time to take charge of your health, lose weight, reduce your out-of-pocket health expenses. And now is the time, it's a good time for me to share more about the springboard that I was talking about to help you to become the best versions of yourself. And so let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever hired a personal trainer? Or maybe you have increased your workout, okay? But you didn't get the results that you were looking for, okay? Or have you followed a diet? Or you created your own diet, but it ended up being too restrictive, or it was too expensive, or you still have cravings, or you just didn't know what to do when the diet was over. Maybe that's very common. Or have you been on that weight loss, weight gain roller coaster ride, I like to call? So you're losing the same, 5 pounds over and over again. You lose and then you gain, you lose and then you gain. Very frustrating, right? Very frustrating. And so if you answered yes to any of these, you qualify for my newly updated all-inclusive boot camp. So I'm very excited about this. It's Fuel and Train to the Max. It's designed as a clean eating. So you're going to see how to eat and enjoy a variety of foods. Fat burning. So it's designed to effectively burn fat via from the foods you eat and via from the workouts that you have. And so to change body composition, begin that process of changing body composition. So that's that muscle revealing part of it. And it's very comprehensive. And so it's 6 weeks of approved meal plans that I have personally put together, packed with variety, very easy, step-by-step meal prep guide to guide you through what you need to do on a particular day, as well as 6 weeks of time-efficient fat blasting workouts. They have built-in rest days and modifications to accommodate your fitness level. So it's not about just one individual workout. It's about the rotation that builds change. So that's where that consistency comes in. 6 weeks of live training hosted by me to give you support that you need every step of the way, not just from myself, but your other fellow boot campers as well. So we all work together. Iron sharpens iron. So we all are there to help each other. And just some of the benefits or some of the things that you can gain, tools that will help you to lose weight and to make healthier food choices. So I hear a lot, people just don't know what to eat or what's the best thing to eat for them. This will help you learn how to make those decisions. Easy recipes that will save you time. You're not cooking every day, and it's not just for you. Your family can enjoy them as well. So it's no separate grocery list that you have to manage. Helps you to gain control over your sugar cravings and stress eating, because it does have a self-care component. So we're going to address how to manage some of the things that have our bodies so out of balance to where we fall into stress and stress eating so much faster. And then kickstart your weight loss without feeling hungry, without feeling deprived. And that's what it's all about. You want to enjoy food as well as get the nutrients from food. Revving up your metabolism. So everybody has a metabolism, okay? If you're alive and you're breathing, you have a metabolism. So now it's just a matter of waking it up, okay? Doesn't matter if you're over 40. 40 is young, 50 is young, 60 is young. You just have to wake it up and know how to feed your body in a manner that's going to produce the metabolism rate that you need for weight loss and for fat burning. Increase your energy levels. You do not have to feel tired all the time, okay? that is fixable, modifiable. And so you feel amazing. Okay. That's what it's about. Feeling good, waking up and feeling good, sleeping better. Okay. So that's really what we're talking about. And in addition to all of that, jumpstarting your weight loss and energy levels, the program is very affordable. The accountability is there from myself as well as your fellow boot campers, and as well as the community aspect. Okay. And so the early bird special is still in effect, $200 off. It's extended because of Hurricane Ian. All right. And I know firsthand, I said earlier that I know firsthand about meetings getting canceled, meeting getting rescheduled. I am experiencing that as well. I am in Orlando, so I am in the path of Hurricane Ian. And so schools are closed here on Wednesday and Thursday. They closed in the Tampa area Monday. So they've been closed all week. So keep us in prayer, and I keep everybody else in prayer that it's in the path of Hurricane Ian. And so it's real. So I get that. And so even if you do not live in Florida, you are still able to take advantage of the extension of the early bird. Okay. And so now is the chance to take charge of your health. Okay. Lose weight and reduce your out-of-pocket health expenses. And so let me put the URL up there as well. And let me see here. Looks like I see a comment here. Let me check and see. So hi, how you doing? I see my husband out there. Thank you for tuning in. And so there's the banner. It's actionchoices.com/FNT. So that's short for Fuel and Train. And if you have any questions, any comments about this amazing boot camp, very comprehensive boot camp, do not hesitate to post in this thread. I am monitoring it, and as well as when this live is over with. And so one message that I do hope that each and every one of you take away is that it is never too late to get back on track with your health goals, your weight loss goals, exercise goals, life goals. It's never too late. All you need is the right guidance, the right support, and it's possible. You just have to believe. So sometimes we just have to take a different path to get to where we are trying to go to. All right. And so a reminder about Fuel and Train: it's nutrition, it's exercise, it's live training boot camp. You're going to eat some good stuff. You're going to burn some fat. You're going to begin that body composition transformation process, which many of us, that's really what we want at the end of the day. And so you can start showing off some of those muscles. Many of us have them. They're just hidden. So now we have to reveal them. And so the doors are still open. Okay. We actually meet tonight live for the very first time at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you are right on time to jump aboard. All right. So the early bird has been extended, and so you can still take advantage of the $200 off. Okay. And if in any questions that any of you have, let me look for some comments just to make sure I'm not missing anything. This concludes what I have for your weekly dose of nutrition news for your mind, your body, and your soul. I am Sandra, your RDN. And next week, we are starting a whole new theme, all right? Whole new month, talking about attacking the holiday weight gain head on, all right? So now's the time to start that. Go into the holidays when you're already on that path, okay? I have had plenty of clients who lost weight during the holidays, and they still enjoyed their holiday favorites, okay? So this series is about surviving the holidays without having the effects of it, where you're spending the first 3 or 4 months of January of 2023 trying to get the weight off, all right? And so I'm gonna kick things off with don't forget about you during the holiday season. So we're gonna have some fun stuff in October, all right? And so I hope that everyone who is in the path of Hurricane Ian stays safe from the storm, all right? In Jesus' name, we pray that this is just some rain and that there are no effects, all right? So I will see you next week, same time and same place, and blessings to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.